Okay, we have Chelsea Whaley in here. Did I say that right?
Whaley.
Whaley.
Close
Whaley. So, how are you doing?
Good.
Okay, so you were saying that you had gotten terminated from your job?
Yes.
Now, how did that
recently.
happen?
I went on a trip on January 4th through the 7th, and as most people know, there were some events that happened on the 6th where we marched to the Capitol. And I did not enter the Capitol in any way. I did not break any laws. I took a picture of myself on the lawn. And subsequently, someone on the internet found that picture and posted a video and found all of my information, my place of work, my address, my phone number. And right away, I started to get death threats. My phone did not stop ringing for 4 days. I just went through pure hell for about 2 weeks. And along with that came my employer also getting phone calls over and over again. And because of that, they decided to terminate my position with their company that I had been with for a few years. And so that led me to start my own business. So here I am.
And the 6th was that the Trump rally,
Yep,
right? With
yep.
was there really 1 million people there?
Yeah, absolutely.
And there was no violence, no nothing.
I did not see a shred of violence. I was walking in crowds of hundreds of thousands of people. It was not just Pennsylvania Avenue. You looked over on side streets and there's still hundreds of thousands of people. We're just marching, walking, singing, chanting. People were praying. I saw no shred of violence whatsoever. And I was there from 6 a.m. until the president told us that we needed to go home peacefully. I did not see any violence whatsoever.
Did he ever come?
No, he did not.
I heard he was going to come. But...
Yeah, they had a stage and everything that was supposed to be set up, and they took all of that down once they said that the riots started to happen, which, again, I did not see because I wasn't there.
It probably was too risky for him to go there, right?
Yeah. I mean, there was supposed to be another speech there by him and Alex Jones and a few other people that were supposed to be there, but those didn't happen because they said that they were rioting.
Did Pence go?
No.
Of course he didn't go.
Yeah.
Turncoat.
Of course.
Turned his back on him. How many people can turn their back on one person?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you get paid off enough, I guess anything's possible.
Yeah. So you're there, and all you did was take a picture?
Yep. I had a Starbucks in hand.
Yeah.
It's not like I was, running towards the building or anything.
Yeah.
Literally, way far away, at the front of the lawn, not close to the steps, nothing. And I'm just sitting there, just took a picture, just standing there. All the flags and everybody behind me and everything. And, yep, that.
And then how did that exactly lead to all this other stuff?
I posted it on Instagram that I was there, showing my support for the president. And this one person, obviously on the other side, just decided to screenshot it, like I said, and screenshot my address and my phone number and everything. And the slander that went along with that. I mean, I was called a white supremacist. I was called a Klan member, a terrorist. I mean, there's over 5,000 comments on this one video.
This is all over one picture?
All over one picture.
How'd they get your address?
It was on my voter's registration, which you can Google.
Wow, so they went that far. So you post one picture.
Yeah.
Then they go look up your voter registration to get your address.
Yeah.
Start pushing it around.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're a white supremacist.
White
supremacist.
Sorry. Thanks, Rob. Yeah, I'm working on the grammar.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was terrifying. I was getting text messages, obviously the phone calls that said that they were going to kill my dog and drag me through the streets. They were going to find me and just do all kinds of terrible things. The voicemails and things that I still have are, you would maybe be shocked, but probably not so much.
And how long did this go on for?
For about 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you went to a lawyer? Did you do anything?
I have not.
They wouldn't have done anything anyway.
Yeah. Right now, I don't know who's going to be on my side with that. I was hesitant to even mention it in this interview just because of the backlash that I could receive again. But at the same time, I'm not one to be silenced, and I will always stand up for what I believe. So
Yeah, you don't want to be afraid.
no,
You know, because once they find that you're afraid, then they really come
Yep.
and fuck with you. You know
exactly.
what I mean?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. all over one fucking picture. 2 weeks.
One fucking.
Now, when that's
photo.
going over for 2 weeks, when you're dealing with that for 2 weeks, how do you mentally deal with that?
Well, I mean,
Xanax,
I
drinking,
just turned off my phone.
weed.
Yeah, a little bit of it all. No, I mean, I just had to ignore it. Like, I don't let shit like that get to me. I know the people that are behind it, you know, that's all they can do. You know, they're keyboard warriors. They probably don't have, you know, anything going for them. So why not make my life miserable when I look like, you know, I'm a successful person? You know, why not attack me?
How'd they know you had a dog?
My dog has an Instagram.
Your dog has an Instagram? Oh boy. Okay, I guess that would be how.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you got 200 calls.
Oh yeah,
more-
well over that. I mean, 200 calls a day at least.
200 calls a day for 2 weeks?
Well, not for 2 weeks. For 4 days straight, my phone did not stop ringing. There was no. I couldn't take phone calls, make phone calls, nothing. It was absolute hell. Like it was just annoying more than anything.
And this was all basically about you supporting Trump.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Man, that's no wonder Sean's scared to death. You know, I thought he was full of shit, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
and they're really out there.
Yeah.
I heard she lost her job.
Yeah, she did. She's the one who started the company with me.
Really?
Yeah, we're in the company together.
And what happened with that?
What
I
do
mean,
you-
that's their business, but
with what?
but with her losing her job because she said something wrong.
She did just because she was there and guilty by association, I assume. I mean, she did nothing. I mean, she didn't post a photo. She didn't say that she was there. There was nothing to put her, you know, on the scene, I guess you could say, but they let her go too.
But you know, like they do all this to like you, but then the other side can get away with absolute murder, and nobody does
literal
anything.
murder.
That's what's crazy.
Yeah, you can go and destroy businesses and burn buildings down and loot whatever the fuck you want to loot. But I go and stand on a lawn with a Starbucks in my hand, and now I'm a racist and a white supremacist.
Yeah, that was the funniest thing to me. You have to wear a mask. You have to be 6 feet apart, but you can go burn shit down
Yeah.
where people are like
Oh yeah,
inches apart from each other
yeah,
with no
because
mask.
you're protesting.
Oh, you're right. What was the thing you weren't allowed to call it? When Trump was at his rallies, he would say, he would say this is a protest,
Yeah.
so he could have it.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So now you started a new company, right?
Yes.
And what's the new company?
The new company is called CG Premier Solutions. We're basically a business auditing service of sorts. We go into a business and sit down with business owners and go over everything from, you know, how their entity is set up. Are they structuring themselves appropriately for tax purposes? Do they have the right marketing in place? Things like that. So we do a full-scale audit and kind of find the holes and help the business owner kind of make more money. A big part of that is of what we do is the merchant processing and credit card processing, basically going in and analyzing their system, and if we need to, give them a new system and eliminate their fees, things like that. So our whole basis is to put money back in the business owner's pocket, because right now, obviously in this pandemic, businesses are closing their doors left and right because they can't afford to keep their doors open.
Yeah.
So we're trying to help them find ways to put the money back in their business.
I got 2 questions for you. So when somebody comes and hires you, you have a business that's kind of not doing so well, kind of fucked up. You come in and you clean it up.
Basically.
You
yes.
find the holes, you patch the hole,
Mm-hmm.
and you get them working again
Yeah.
good.
We stop the bleed and then move forward to healing.
What was the toughest business you had to do so far? I know you've only been open, what, a month or 2?
Yeah, it's been a month or 2. Right now we're working on a very large gym chain,
Oh, that's tough.
and they're paying $8 million in fees. $8 million.
Are they open?
Yeah, they're open. They had
But nobody's
some of them a few locations did close down because you know it's not a great location or you know what have you, but yeah, we're going in and gonna restructure them, get them on a new POS system and everything, and If we can completely eliminate the fees, great. If not, we're going to cut the hell out of them because they're getting so ripped off.
That's what I was going to say. How are you going to, like, so what's your game plan? How are you going to, without giving your secrets away, how are you going to fix an $8 million problem with a gym?
Well, we have...
when this prick wants to close it down for another 100 days
yes.
and charge $15 an hour, this motherfucker.
That's another topic. I mean,
we can get to that.
So we broker with basically every merchant processor. We've worked really hard to gather those relationships. So we find, because not, what works for a restaurant is not going to work for a gym. So we have to find the right system to put in place that is going to work for them. So by doing that, we have to come up with a cost that's going to be good for them for their POS system, and then find how we're going to be able to put the savings on for the credit card processing fees, because it's annual memberships, people buy stuff at the gym, it's everything. So it's just getting all the statements together and putting a plan in place.
So you think the killer of it is the merchant system?
Absolutely.
I
That's
dealt
what
with them
kills
for
so
years.
many businesses.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. People don't realize, I mean, they just pay their bill because that's what they think that they have to do.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't realize that there's way better options. And it sucks some days because, you walk into businesses, or I walk into businesses, and I'm, trying to get their business and tell them, I work, we do all X, Y, and Z, but let me talk to you about your credit card processing. And, there's a billion people out there doing credit card processing, but I'm a broker, so I have access to everyone that they do. So my job is just to find them the best one. I'm not pushing one product.
I had Chase Payment Tech. I had WorldPay.
Yeah.
I had them all. And you would have to pay, like Chase Payment Tech, you'd have to pay them a fee every month, their percentage, which was a lot.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a lot on paper, but if you're doing, let's say $100K, they're taking $6,000 out of that.
Yeah.
Then you have to, I don't know how it is now, but back then there was a thing called authorized.net.
No.
So that was like the gateway. It was the gateway. So now the gateway charges you.
Yeah.
They take a percentage. So by the time you're done, you're rocked.
Mm-hmm.
Then what they did to me, they say, okay, you can have 50K limit. And then if you do 3 months good or whatever, we'll move it up to 100. Well, I would hit 55. And I call and I say, hey, I'm having a big month. Can I go up? Yeah, go ahead. I'd hit, say, 70. Boom, canceled. Now I go into a blacklist. I got canceled many times. But after a few times of being canceled, then I had to go high risk.
Oh, God.
Then they're hitting you. Then they put the reserve in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. I mean, luckily, we can work with any type of vendor now. We can do the cannabis companies. We can work with it. We can work with them all, which a lot of companies will not touch. Like all those high risks, like they won't even, you say CBD or cannabis or marijuana company, they're like, hang up. Like, but we have a lot of companies that
How
can
in
do
the
that.
hell do you get a marijuana company, a credit card merchant?
There's ways.
That's special. I don't know how you do that.
There's ways. I mean, that's why.
Is it high risk?
Oh, it's very high risk. Yeah, absolutely.
What percentage do they take?
It depends. Just depends on the company.
Still, if you can get a credit card merchant, but they don't want that. They want cash anymore.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, in like the legalized states, it's okay.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to put the money back into the community, like in Colorado and California. Like, it's not a big deal out there.
What's sick is that it's legal, and there's still people in federal prison doing 10 years for that.
Yeah.
Like I know guys,
It's
they're
bullshit.
in there doing 10 years
That's
for
crazy.
like 2 pounds of weed. And they're looking out the window, and there's 2 pounds of weed in a store that you can walk in and buy.
They're smoking it outside.
No, they're not letting them out. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's bullshit. I thought there was something that was passed recently about letting
Well,
people out, but
Trump
who
was
knows
trying
how,
to let
yeah.
them out. Trump let out like 231.
Yeah.
I mean, he was really working it. He was starting with the coke thing, the coke crack thing,
Oh, okay.
because like if you got hit with, say, I don't know drugs, but if you got hit with like 2 grams of coke, but then you got hit with 2 grams of crack, you get like 20 years for the crack, but 2 years for the coke. But it's the same shit. Oh yeah.
Okay.
You never saw that?
No.
Oh, it's crazy. Read
Wow.
about that.
Yeah. I
You
need
wanna
to
talk
educate
about sick.
myself on that one.
And he was basically going through that first, and then I think probably going to get to the marijuana and the other
That should
bullshit.
have been first since we made that legal. He pushed for that for so long.
Well, this guy's wiping them all out.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
Well, you know what's going to happen.
No.
They're going to push Biden out. They're going to give him a year, I think. And then they're going to say he's
I
nuts.
hope not.
They're going to say well, they have to give him some time. They'll give him a year. They'll say he's a nutcase. Because, they're hitting him with what are they hitting with? Adderall, testosterone, a little bump of speed, right? And then what they're going to do is they're going to slow down the Adderall, slow down the test, bump him with just a tiny bit of speed so he doesn't know what day it is. Then they're going to come in and they're going to say, oh, he's unfit.
Yeah.
And then guess who's going to be the president? Kamala Harris. And then guess who's going to be the vice president? Boom, Pelosi.
Oh my God.
And then I'm leaving.
I'm going to Costa Rica.
We're all going together.
Dominican?
I'll get the fucking plane. I'll take the bus. We're out of here.
Yep, I'm down. We gotta go.
I heard the Dominican got bad, but
Ugh.
yeah, my friend, I was thinking about that, but yeah.
Australia?
Australia? They're
Too far?
Strict.
Too far?
Yeah,
Those
they're
animals out there are crazy. I don't
Yeah,
know
they're
about that.
yeah. You like walk into the woods out there, they'll like eat you.
South
Yeah.
Africa? I'm just trying to think of places.
South Africa?
Cape Town, I'm good
Huh?
with Cape Town.
I ain't going to South
All
Africa.
right. Just
I'll stick with Costa Rica.
you stay. I'll go to South Africa. We'll visit each other.
Yeah, you'll be coming to Costa Rica real quick. you walk around South Africa, you ain't gonna last too long there, pal. So now you're doing this, and you also do websites. Do you build websites?
I don't personally, but we have a strategic partner that does the website building, a media companies, social media development, Google ads. I can pull up a business's website, which is what I like to do when I walk into a business. Before I even meet the owner, I'm looking. All right, this sucks. So I already know one hole that they're missing the bus on. Like if I put in their name in Google and they don't even pop up on the first page, I'm like, all right. There's one hole that we can help you with. And then I just having a casual conversation. What's your pain points? What are you having trouble with right now? You need funding. All right, I can help you with that. It's a casual conversation because I'm there to help. I don't come at them aggressively and be like, oh, I need to do your merchant stuff. It's a smooth process that I try to walk them through.
So you kind of try to build a combination. So you go to the business, you fix the holes.
Mm-hmm.
Then you put in a new merchant system where they're not getting killed.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go to the website, fix the SEO,
mm-hmm.
do some ads, this, that, the other,
mm-hmm.
and then that's how you clean it up.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yep. I mean, the management and organization and stuff like that, we don't mess with any of that. That's something that they can figure out in-house.
Yeah, you subcontract.
I can't help their people.
Yeah, no,
I can only help them.
Yeah, I have a marketing thing too, and I subcontract it.
Yeah.
But I do contracts because with me, what would always happen was I would do month to month,
mm-hmm.
and then in 1 month, if they weren't on page one, it'd be all this bitching and moaning.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it takes 3 months, sometimes it takes 6 months, sometimes it takes 9 months.
Yeah.
You can't tell.
We have a really good relationship with Google, actually. So we have a service that we've paid for. We can contact Google and find out why isn't this showing? And, if we can't do it on our own, we call them and try and figure it out too.
Really? And they'll
mm-hmm.
tell you?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm impressed
You have
with
to
that
pay
one.
for it.
Well, yeah. I would hope so. Shit.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think with Sleepy Joe
Oh, gosh.
and messing with all the social media and opening everything up? And don't you think that's going to affect the SEO? Because they're going to basically monitorize what comes up and what doesn't. So if you take on a company that they don't like, I don't know how you're going to
I mean, if you're blacklisted, you're blacklisted. But there are ways, if we need to clean up their social media, maybe start another page for them. If we have to, completely give them a whole new website because it's been blacklisted, we got to go that route. I mean, everybody is on social media. Everybody's on the internet, especially right now. So if you don't have that presence there, you're screwed.
So for somebody that doesn't know, what's blacklisted?
So, like you said, the government's monitoring you and what you're posting. So, especially on social media pages, there's people that are saying oh, I'm, not blacklisted. What is it on social media? I forget what they're calling it. But if you can't even put in the person's first name. Usually, if you start looking for a friend and put in a few letters, they pop right up. But for people that are blacklisted on through Instagram or Facebook or whatever it is, you have to put in their entire name and their actual handle before anything comes up. And sometimes it doesn't even come up then. Same thing for websites. If the government has gone in and said, this person, the owner of this business, owns this website, we don't like them, they can, take them off of Google. Like, you cannot find them. So, and if you do, it's going to be like on the 5th or 6th page, even though you're putting in the exact name of the business. So it's just.
I've noticed a different. I hate social media. I hate it, but I use it for business. You know, just like you do. And I've noticed recently, anything I put up that has anything to do with politics, you can't boost it.
Yeah.
You can post it, but you can't boost it.
Yeah.
You can't promote it. You can't do nothing.
Yeah. It's that.
Same with Instagram.
Yep. Absolutely.
Those fucking spiders. And a spider, or what? A crawler. Those little fucking crawlers. These fucking things crawl around. They read and can hear and don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, you can't say like choice words. Like one of my friends, he's a political commentator, and he makes up like these ridiculous words, but everybody knows what you're talking about. You know, like he knows what he can say and what he can't say, so that his page isn't blacklisted. And he's lucky to have the following and everything that he does. Absolutely.
Now, you were saying you know Robert Stone, right?
Roger Stone.
Roger Stone.
Yes.
How do you know him?
Through a mutual friend, I was introduced, and just went to dinner and had a really good conversation with him. I've talked to him since. We're supposed to actually go to dinner in a few days, but great guy. I don't know if you know anything about him, but the President Trump pardoned him.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, he's a great guy. He's really pissed off about what happened to me. You know, he's a very fired up individual when it comes to politics.
He got screwed.
Yeah.
He got totally screwed.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Trump did the right thing.
Absolutely.
But this guy,
yeah,
the things that this guy's doing,
yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Now, why do you think that the credit card companies are so crooked? I mean, I understand it's a business, but you were saying
everybody wants to make their pockets bigger. And if you can find the right sucker to pay it, take the money while you can, you know?
Yeah, they don't look.
No. Or it's just, you know, they sell them, you know, on, you know, the, I don't know, golden goose or whatever, and then you end up and it's nothing. It's all fake.
But that's what they do now. They'll give you the free POS system.
Yeah.
I had name a couple of them.
Meridian's one of them.
What's the one? Sure. It's white. It's got like
Clover.
I had Clover. I got crushed by Clover.
Yeah, everybody does.
Wow, it's so easy to use because you can type in everything and you just hit a button.
Oh yeah, they make it nice.
Damn, they knock your balls. You got to rent the machine. You can't if you want to buy it. It's like $1 gazillion. Yep. So then you rent it. You might as well just buy it.
And then you're locked into a contract.
Yeah, you're locked into a 3-year contract. Yep. And then if you give it back, they file against your credit.
Yep. And then there's but the good thing, that's another really good thing about our company, is if it is worth it to us, you know, meaning if you're processing a high volume, things like that, we'll try and buy out that contract for you so you don't get screwed.
But then don't you lose money by doing that?
Yeah. But
you make it back on the back end.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, we're not dumb.
Yeah, right. Now, when you go to do a restaurant, especially now the way things are, you have the same
We
method?
Can basically give them the exact same system that they're using. Most of the time, make it better. We're working with a large chain right now. Do their online ordering. Their employees can check in and check out. Like it does everything. Not to mention it, you can put all the you know, when servers sometimes come out and they have the handheld things and they have the whole menu right there, you know, like all those devices, like it's all right there. So if they're used to using something like that, we can give that to them as well. So it just depends on, you know, what their pain points are. You just have to ask questions.
What's saving them is like Uber Eats, the other one.
Yeah, Uber Eats, DoorDash. They have like delivery dudes, Bento Box is one of them too.
You got to be hooked up with them now, right?
Yeah.
Or you'll never make it.
Yeah, you have to. You'd be surprised, like some of these businesses are not. And once, you know, I'm like, just try it for 30 days, you know, and their like profits increase like 20-30%. They're like, thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to hook you up with my guy, Jorge. He owns the Catch Seafood, and I had a store right next to him. Catch Seafood and Sushi. Yeah.
In a
North Lake. Yeah.
Oh, the best food
right,
ever, dude.
Right next to that, that's where my bar was. Oh. On the right hand side, that was my bar.
Yeah, there's a pool table in there. I went in the back.
Yeah, that was my shit.
That was my pool table.
My
my buddy lives right across the lake from there.
Yeah, it's the pawn shop, and then there's this place called the Catch.
He used to be the chef.
And then right next there, I had a bar and a vapor shop.
He used to be the chef at Hog Snappers, I think, that guy.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
Dude,
chef at
good,
Hog Snapper.
good
Yeah,
stuff,
he's good.
dude.
His wife is
I like hogs.
something else.
Hogs.
I couldn't take her. She knows it, so I don't really.
Hopefully she's not watching this.
I hope she does watch
You
it.
gonna watch this? What's her name?
Uh,
Don't say
No
that.
plug.
what is her name?
Don't say it.
No, but we worked together because I was right next to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the bar, and then he'd make his sushi, and this guy can make some sushi, boy. Whew.
I'm hungry. I haven't had dinner
So didn't he eat dinner? So like I'd have like a band come in,
yet. Mhm.
and we'd have drinks, the vapes, and then he'd bring over his food. Like we were working together, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Tara, that was her name, Tara.
Oh.
I could not.
I don't know a Tara that's not crazy.
Yeah, Tara's are pretty crazy.
Sorry, Tara, if I know
Yeah,
any
no.
Tara.
Jorge's gonna love this one, but he feels the same way. He just won't tell her. You know, one of those type of things. Well, whatever. So now you had ovarian cancer. You had said.
Yeah, a few years ago, actually. Yeah.
You had it more than once.
Yeah, I had it when I was younger. Luckily, it was very minimal at that time, and then it came back when I was 28.
Now, when you had it when you were younger, what were the symptoms? How did you know you had it?
Went in for my annual as a woman. That's what you do. And some test results came back abnormal. So I went in and they did a biopsy, and it came back that I had cancer and had to do some just minor treatments. It was just a chemo pill for a little bit. And I was in remission very quickly. Luckily, I thought that was it. I was like, cancer's no big deal. It was fine.
How bad was that chemo pill though?
It was terrible.
Did you lose your hair or anything?
Not at that time. It was stage 0. It wasn't even didn't even make it to stage 1.
Okay.
So I only had to do 3 rounds, a little bit of radiation. They went inside and froze some cells, and that was about it. So that one wasn't the bad one. The bad one came later on, and that knocked me out for a while.
And that was what, 10 years later?
Yeah.
9 years later.
9 years later. Yeah.
And what happened with that one?
I was getting some weird pain but I scheduled an actual exam. I was like, something's not right here. So I went in and they did the exam. I was like, I already know what's going on. And they did it. They called me back the same day because I was like, because I've already had it before. They sped up the testing process and everything. And they called me in and they're like, yeah, we got to start treatment right away. I did the chemo pill again because I didn't want to do, I read so much shit on treatments and everything. I didn't even want to do the doctor shit. I wanted to go holistic and everything, but at that point it was stage 2. And after, it was a progressive stage 2 as well. So I had to start treatment right away. And I hid it so long from my friends and my family because I don't like people to feel sorry for me. Mm-hmm. I don't like when people come up and hug me when I'm sad. I'm like, I'm fine. I finally had to come out with it. My medication would give me nosebleeds. So I was out one night and my nose would start bleeding. And, somebody asked me, if I was doing cocaine or if I was pregnant. I was like, no. And I was like, shit, I gotta come and say this. So I finally ended up telling, my friends and going through that process. And then I kind of became a hermit for the rest of my treatment. I had a few friends that would come over and make me get out of the house. But for the most part, I just wanted to hide.
Did they do the treatment at the house?
No, I had to go in for most of the
hospital?
treatment. Yep, I had to do multiple blood transfusions. I had to do the surgery.
Blood transfusions?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that scares me.
Yeah, it was not fun. And then, of course, the chemo and the radiation. I did lose my hair then. I lost a lot of hair then.
And that was from the radiation, right?
Yeah. Well, the chemo does it too. The chemo kills your cells. So, there's still spots, my bottom eyelashes, really never came back. Just random stuff that happened. But I'm healthy now for, almost 5 years. So.
That's good. Congratulations.
Yeah. So, that made me be involved with the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. I was nominated for Woman of the Year, and I didn't have leukemia or lymphoma.
How did you become Woman of the Year? What did you do to get to that level?
I had a friend call me one night, and he's like, "Hey, I want to nominate you," and I was like, okay. Like, I try to be involved with as many things for the community as possible. Like, I feel like it's my duty and I have the ability to, and I have a passion for it. So whenever I have the ability to go and be involved with a charity or with, anything I can with the church or, anything, I try to be involved as possible. So when he called me, I was like, I haven't done anything in a while. Like, yes, absolutely, count me in. I was the last candidate to step on, just because it was a last minute thing. And I'm really excited for it. Like, I've got donors and everything lined up.
And what is this recent, or was this right after you had beaten?
Oh, no, this was just recent. So
okay.
the Woman of the Year candidate, I just started this campaign maybe 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Evidently, people were like nominated months ago.
Yeah.
So they're like a little ahead of the game.
Ahead,
but I was
yeah.
like, no, I'm doing it. I can do it. I know the right people. I know good donors. I know people who want to give back. A lot of my clients do it, obviously, for tax purposes and because they see a good cause to give it to.
Yeah, because you can write that off, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
See, I would see those commercials, donate to this kid, donate to that kid.
Mm-hmm.
But I know a guy who was involved with that. And, you donate the $5. You know how much goes to that kid? Like 15 cents.
Yeah, no, 100% of the donations.
He's a schmuck. He got 20 years for it.
That's bullshit. That would, I wouldn't be doing this if I
Yeah, no,
knew
I
about
know.
that.
Yeah. But, I mean, then
I would take them down.
Then you got to give your credit card, and they do like a reoccurring bill.
No reoccurring
No, you
with
just
this.
shoot a Zelly, or what did you say, Zelle?
Yeah,
or Venmo?
Zelle right now is the best platform to use until the open registration, which is going to be March 4th. So.
That's my birthday, actually.
Oh, well, happy early birthday.
Thanks.
I'm the 22nd, so.
Yeah.
Right
Here we
there.
go. Pull it up.
Yeah, we'll pull up again before we're done.
Yeah.
So now, what do you think is going to happen with Biden raising this? Because you're around to these businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I see it, but I'm not in the business. thing. I just do my little marketing, my little YouTube, and stay the fuck away.
Yeah. I mean, I've tried not to give it too much energy. Just because there's a lot of ignorant people. I don't speak about it on social media just because I see other people commenting on it and speaking out about it, and just the ignorance around it is baffling. We have, yes, for you as the employee, it sounds great, but you're asking your employer to come out of pocket more, and as a small business owner, there's not much more that they can come out of pocket. They're not only losing business because of COVID, but now they're losing business because the government says they have to pay you more, which, is great, but we're also going to increase your taxes. So.
Right, and you're just coming out of a pandemic.
Yeah.
Right, so
we're still technically in it.
Yeah.
I mean, in Florida, we're okay.
I mean, but even Florida's not right.
Yeah.
I mean, I see people, but then there's the other thing. You have to wear a mask into the gas station, but then you can go sit down and eat, but you can pull down your mask to eat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What do you think of this mask thing?
That's bullshit.
I agree.
Well, now they want you to wear two.
Oh yeah, I heard.
Because
them.
you can't
two or
breathe
three.
with one, so let's suffocate you with two.
Yeah, you can't even talk with one.
It's all. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, like I understand. Like if you're sick, you need to stay home. If you don't want to get the virus and you have health conditions, stay home. The rest of us want to continue to live our lives and grow our business and make the economy come back. Like that's what the majority wants. We all just want to move on with our lives. Nobody wants, and I get it. Like being a cancer patient, like I didn't want to go out in public so much because my immune system was already compromised. So if I got, a regular cold, it would be like pneumonia for me. So I didn't go out. I'm not an idiot. Like if you're sick, stay home. And I get, there's people that have COVID or whatever and they don't have symptoms, and maybe I do. I haven't even been tested for it. And, they're going out and they could infect you, but, like I said, if you don't feel good, stay home.
But see, to me, that's your choice.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
So if you have a pre-existing condition, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you choose to go out, that's your
on
choice.
me. Yeah.
That's your choice.
Yeah.
And if you get it, you get it.
Yeah.
If I choose to go out, I go out. Why the fuck do I got to wear a mask?
Exactly.
I mean, I understand like someone like you that has a pre-existing condition, like an older person. Okay, wear a mask. I don't think it's going to help you.
They can wear a mask. Yeah. If you're sick and you have to go out, wear your mask.
Yeah. But 2 masks? The fuck is that
The
gonna
next
do?
thing you're gonna have like the box, you know, like just strap the box onto your face.
Like Bane from Batman.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Rob? 2 fucking masks?
That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's crazy.
All of it's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
I mean, I get it in the beginning. We didn't understand it. We were just trying to be safe. Now we know. They're creating, vaccines, which is absolute bullshit in my opinion.
Yeah, what do you think? I wanted to ask that. What do you think about vaccines?
It's bullshit. And in the history of vaccines, nothing has ever been pushed this fast. Ever.
Yeah.
And people are lining up to take this just because they're sheep. I mean, they're just following what they're being told because they're not educating themselves on it. If you're a frontline person and you have to take it, take it. If you have the ability to take it because you think that we're going to need it for travel, take it. But honestly, like, it scares the shit out of me. They're saying it can make you sterile. There's all these, theories around it because we haven't done enough tests on it.
Yeah, I had 4 of my friends, but they're doctors.
Yeah.
So they're dealing with people every day.
Yeah.
Now, they're all 4 guys. They didn't want to take it,
Yeah.
but they were like, look, I'm around people every day. I don't know how I haven't had it.
Yeah.
So in that perspective, you can kind of understand why
Yeah.
maybe you take the risk.
Of course.
But like a normal person, you don't know what that's going to do.
Yeah.
And I think half of these autoimmune diseases and all that shit, I think that's from vaccines.
Yeah.
I really do.
Absolutely. I mean, we don't know what it can trigger in your body. If you have something that's dormant in there, what is this vaccine going to come in there
Right,
and
because
fuck up?
everything that fixes one thing causes
Yeah,
another problem.
exactly.
You take a pill for one thing, it's hurting another thing.
Exactly.
One way or another.
Yeah.
And a fucking vaccine that you don't even, I mean, I know why, I understand why Trump did it so quick,
Of course.
but the problem.
He didn't even take it.
No, he didn't fucking take it. Nah, he just takes his, that
Chloroquine.
Yeah.
he takes that every single day.
Mm-hmm.
He beat that shit in 2 days.
Yeah.
Now, if COVID was that bad, the man eats cheeseburgers, drinks like 12 Diet Cokes a day. Here's a funny story, right? My friend, I can't say his name, but my friend, he lives 3 doors down from him, and they go to lunch whenever he comes in and he has time. He said he's like the biggest slob and has a big thing of ice cream with like a cherry on top. He eats total
He
shit.
deserves that fucking cherry.
Yeah, no, he does. He deserves about 10 right now. But he eats like total shit, gets COVID.
Yeah.
Now, I understand he had the best doctors, but if
Yeah.
it was that bad, a man who's 73, 74, that eats like total shit, beats
You
it
would
in 2
think.
or 3 days,
Yeah.
to me, it can't be that bad.
No.
But if you're half dead and you get it, and then
It's going to cause some complications.
and then they put that 200 million people dead. You know, what they do is, I was talking to Sean about this.
Oh, boy.
Jeez. What they do is, was I arguing with him about this? I forget when the argument started, but they go in and you have like a sniffle. Boom, COVID.
Yep.
Now you get $3K from the state, $7K from the government, another $3K from the insurance. You just made $13,000. You don't know if the motherfucker has COVID. But that's how they get these numbers.
I mean, people that are dying of like a decapitation, I heard this the other day, was the cause of death was COVID. How the fuck?
Their head fell off.
Yeah, their
Yeah.
head fell off. But,
Their head fell off.
but it was
Yeah.
because of COVID. It was a head-on collision, and they actually marked the death as COVID.
Ugh.
That's just sick.
Yeah. I mean, you can jump off a building, but it's because you had COVID.
Well, the funniest thing was, those people were dying on the plane,
Yeah.
and did you read that?
No,
Okay.
I mean, I think I've heard so many of these stories. Like,
Yeah, a couple people died on a plane, but before you get on a plane, you have to have a COVID test like 2 days before you get on it.
oh, if you're going like to the
Yeah,
Bahamas
like-
or whatever.
No, like if you leave Florida, you have to get a COVID test before you leave. Like if I go to Pennsylvania, which I would never go to again,
I was just flying. I didn't have to do that.
didn't you have to do that?
I flew to New
Oh.
York.
You flew to New York, you didn't have to
Yeah.
get a fucking.
Mm-mm.
What the hell would you go to New York for?
Had an
I gotta
office
hear
there.
this one. Explain this to me now. Why'd you go to New York?
I had an office there. I had to go take care of.
How was New York?
It was terrible. Yeah, it was terrible. I couldn't even go down to like Battery Park area. I couldn't go anywhere because they're like, you're most likely gonna get mugged.
Really?
They did not want me to go to Times Square. Yeah, no.
Is it all closed down?
No, I mean, yeah, everything is basically closed down. They have like outdoor seating, but it's fucking freezing.
Yeah.
Like you pay to eat at the top restaurant, in New York City, and you're paying $800 for your meal, but you're sitting outside freezing with a little heater above you. Like, people are still doing it just because they want to do something.
I don't think it's there anymore. You ever go to the Rainbow Room?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that was so good.
No.
It was downtown. I think they closed it. Yeah. New York, fuck that. New
I
York
used to
and
love
Cali.
it.
Yeah, well, it used to be. I used to love California, but
Yeah.
that's all fucked up.
Vegas is kind of opening a little.
Yeah, I heard they're opening up a little bit.
Yeah.
Texas, everybody's going to Texas and
Florida.
Yeah, I see more license plates down here than
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah. All of my, literally almost everyone that I know from New York, they're all moving down here. Yeah.
To Florida?
Yeah, absolutely.
They've just had it.
Yeah. Yeah. Not to mention taxes, but
What's their taxes up there?
too fucking high. I don't know the exact number, but it's too high.
Is it like California?
Yeah.
So
New York is?
Yeah.
They
Wow.
said the stock exchange said today they will leave New York if they don't lower some tax. The New York Stock Exchange
Yeah.
will leave New York. Can
Wow.
you imagine
That
if
would
they
be
leave New York?
insane.
Where are they going to go?
That's it. I don't know. That's it.
What's the big company that's coming here to Palm Beach Gardens?
There's a bunch. I mean, they just keep moving.
There's a huge company though. I forget what it's called. I don't
I
know.
don't know. You know what it is?
There's a lot just moving. They're getting out.
Yeah.
I heard about that. I don't know who it is either.
Forget.
But they're all going to move.
Yeah.
You know?
What are they gonna do? Like just delete New York?
Yeah, what happened?
They should.
big
They
X
shouldn't
on
until
it.
that prick gets out of there.
Start over, I guess.
But he's gonna get his son in there. What's his name?
Who?
Cuomo?
Cuomo.
Oh.
Oh God. I don't know who's worse. Cuomo. Who's the guy that runs California?
Gavin something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gavin. Fuck.
I'm not too familiar with all them.
Yeah, me neither. I just see him and I want to puke.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, at least we don't have the crackhead son running anything yet.
But they put all that money into this solar power and this and that. But then you got Skid Row. That's absolutely horrible. You know what Skid Row is?
What's good?
Skid Row is a place in California. It's all homeless people. They got like tents for streets and streets and streets.
I've heard about that.
And they don't clean it
They
up.
call it Tent City, I think, in
Right, Rob?
in New York.
I thought Skid Row was the band. That's where I thought you were going with that.
No. Skid Row in California.
Oh, I've heard of it. That's where it's all the homeless people, you're saying.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's like 3 roads. It's like, like Rodeo Drive. What's the one next to Rodeo Drive? There's another one that's just like Rodeo Drive. It's like 3 streets full of like homeless people in tents, crack, heroin, everything. That prick doesn't do anything. He's too worried about solar power or whatever.
They don't even
or,
have,
or
like,
smog. He's worried about smog.
They don't have buildings, like shelters for them?
No,
They just
No.
let them just stay out there.
just let them stay out there. In tents.
Jesus.
It's horrible.
Poor people, man.
You walk down there, you think you're sick now.
I'm gonna pass on that one
Hmm.
for a while.
I went down there for a Lakers game a long time ago, and I went down the wrong way because I rented a car, and I went down there. Boy, was that bad.
I've never been to California.
No,
Mm-mm.
it's beautiful. I mean, not now, but it's beautiful.
I mean, I heard it's just like Florida B.
It's like Florida with less palm trees, and it's not so hot. It gets
Really?
cold. Yeah, it gets cold. It gets hot and cold, and you get 3 more hours,
And a lot of taxes.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
And and you're paying for it.
and you're getting rocked in taxes.
Hey.
When I moved down here, my choices were Florida and California because I really love California.
Mhm.
And when I looked at that bracket in California, I said, nope,
Yep.
I would take Florida.
Yep. Yeah. Everybody's learning that now.
I like DeSantis, though. I think he's good.
Hell yeah.
I
He's a fucking
hope
man.
I hope that if Trump doesn't run, he molds him and then he runs.
Hell yeah.
Because I don't think anybody can beat him.
Yeah. No, Ron DeSantis would have my vote every day of the week.
Me too. Because he didn't put up with
Absolutely.
any shit.
No, he's still not.
No.
He's openly. His social media cracks me up every day.
Yeah, it does, right?
Oh my god, I love him. Yeah.
But the thing is, this is like God's waiting room down here. Florida's God's waiting room,
Yeah.
and he opened everything up.
Yeah.
And our death rate isn't even bad.
Yeah. I know.
But they closed the other shit down, and it's not God's waiting room.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Just waiting for it to be over.
So now this prick is going to do $15 an hour, which is going to hurt your business. Because what's going to happen is people are going to cut marketing first, which is
Yeah.
probably the thing that they should keep.
Yeah.
And I forget who else was saying that too.
I mean, a lot of
Probably
businesses will ultimately have to go online. So I don't think it'll affect our business so much because once they go online, they're still going to have to do a merchant service. And they're still going to need their online presence. But, yeah, you're right. The smaller retail stores and things like that, if we can't get them online, their doors are just going to close because of this $15 an hour thing. They won't be able to afford to have somebody in their shop all the time.
Do you think a lot of the restaurants will close and it'll just be all online?
I don't know. I don't know how they're going to have to pay their restaurant employees because of the tips, and I don't know how that's going to work.
Yeah, I heard it. Because like when you're like a waiter, you get like $2 an hour plus tips.
Yeah.
Well, Biden put in this thing, well, how if they don't get tips? Well, then maybe you should be a better waiter. But how if you don't get tips? Now you're only making $4 an hour.
Yeah.
So he's going to give them $15 an hour
Shut
too.
up.
Yeah, no. It was on today. I can only watch the news for about 1 hour.
Yeah, no.
And then I go to anything.
I started watching the second impeachment trial of Trump, and I was like, I gotta turn this fucking thing off. They're twisting everything that happened at the Capitol.
Now, can you explain that to me? How do you do a second impeachment trial? Can you explain to me what the hell that is?
Just because they can.
What is it though?
I mean, it's bullshit as far as I'm concerned. I really don't know, how or why they're even doing it.
It's not an indictment.
No.
What is a second impeachment trial, Rob?
It's an impeachment trial. I don't know how to describe it either.
But I mean, how do you do it? How do you do it twice?
Well,
You already impeached him once. The guy's out.
Well, he's out of office now at this point.
So what the fuck? Let the guy go home.
I mean, he's out. Yeah.
He doesn't care. He thinks it's a joke. So
They want to call him in. He's not going to go in. He's got Rudy Giuliani.
Whatever. I haven't seen Rudy though in a while. Is he still?
Who?
Is Rudy still on his thing?
Fuck yeah.
Rudy was there on the 6th.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
I was telling Rob. I know a little bit about Rudy Giuliani.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! No,
badass.
thank you. Nah, he's more than a badass. And you just woke him up out of his grave.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Everybody's getting woken up though. Like they were just sleeping and just cruising with Trump. Like we knew we were good. Now you pissed everybody off.
But Rudy Giuliani single-handedly took down all 5 bosses in New York. All 5 of them.
Yeah.
By himself.
Yeah.
And you want to wake that guy up?
Yeah. I can't wait. I'm waiting for all this to play out.
I really thought that Trump was going to overturn it because he had Rudy. But when Pence turned his back on him.
Yeah, we knew it was done.
If Pence wanted to turn his back, he would have got it.
Yeah.
He would have beat it, but
I'll never understand that. Nobody's ever really going to understand it. We just know that, okay, we know we could trust. Like,
I've said this before, but I really think it. I think somebody knocked on his door, and I always say it, and I don't care. I say it on this shit all the time. I think somebody knocked on his door, and Rob's heard this about 5 times now. Probably sick of hearing it. And sorry, but it's the truth though.
I heard it.
And she's into this shit.
Yeah.
So I really think that I would put money on it that somebody probably knocked on his door and said, "Oh, you have a kid named Ben. You got a daughter named Tara.
Yeah.
Crazy Tara.
You got a dog named Bucci. You got a dog named Charlie.
We're gonna slaughter it all."
Yeah, they like to play baseball. They like to do this. Here's a bag with $300,000 because you only make $90,000 a year as a vice president. Take it. Look the other way. And Mr. Christian looked the other way. I didn't think he'd do it.
I didn't either. We really thought. I mean, even Trump sounded so confident in his speech at the very beginning. I don't know what happened towards the end of his speech because you could almost feel it that he thought. He kept saying, "I hope Pence does the right thing. I hope he does the right thing," multiple times in his speech.
Yeah, I heard him say it.
And it's like he knew this was gonna happen.
Because you saw this in person,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I was sitting 12 rows from him.
And you could just see in his face.
Yeah.
How mad did he look?
He was pissed. He was really pissed. Like it wasn't to the point where he felt defeated yet, though. He really thought. I mean, we all did, as supporters and what we know, but somehow we're here.
I really, when I saw that he had Rudy, I
Yeah,
thought there's no way.
same.
But that fucking Pence and the other fuck. Who's the other one that turns? There was another guy.
Everybody did.
There was one more that really killed him. Oh, Harris.
Yeah.
That judge.
Yeah.
Same thing. Guaranteed they knocked up. There's no way.
It was all bullshit. I mean, we'll never know.
No, you'll never know.
It'll just be something for history books. And as we keep going through this, we're just gonna have to.
And
keep
it's
moving.
fine. This is all fine and dandy. But how comes Hillary Clinton's walking around? She did way worse than this shit. I don't even know what he did. What did he actually like? What are they? When you're in there, because you were there, and I never got a chance to
He
really.
did not incite anything. He didn't say go in there and bang on the doors until they open them. He didn't say go over there, march up the steps and walk in there and tell them to, stop. Like, he just said, march with me. Like, let's go to the Capitol. Let's stop this. Stop the steal. That was the thing.
Yeah, I heard today they're trying to come after him and saying that like he was bullying people to do what he wanted and this and that. They're just so mad that he beat them fair and square.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they're doing their dirty stuff too, but not like them.
Yeah, no. It's always, it's just going to be, it is what it is at this point. And until we can pull back the shade and really expose it is what it is. But will that ever happen? Probably not. We'll just have to let this play out and take over little bit by little bit as we can.
But it's been, what, 3-4 weeks?
Yeah.
Imagine what it's going to be like in 6 months.
I can't wait. Every day is a new. I feel like I'm in an opera show or like a soap opera.
I know. You turn the TV on and you're like,
is this
what
fucking real?
Like the guy just put $1.9 trillion to give everybody $300 a month. What is $300 a month going to do? Go get your groceries?
Not even.
Gee, more incentive to go to work.
Yeah. I don't get it. It's.
And then they closed down the pipeline.
Oh, I heard about that.
How many jobs?
That's sick.
Rob, he's from up with me. How many jobs do you think were lost with that, Rob?
A lot of union jobs.
Yeah.
I'm not sure on the number, but a lot
That's disgusting.
Union jobs. Nice.
I don't know if they were directly impacted yet, but I have some friends that work in the oil industry and they're on like rigs and stuff like that, and they're like, oh, what the fuck is happening? Nice. Like they're scared. I don't know if they've been terminated yet, but it's like that feeling.
They probably got like some type of notice. You know what I mean? Or they're just turning on the news and they see what's about to happen.
Yeah. I mean, they spoke about it in the beginning, but I haven't followed up with them.
The Saudis just raised the price of a barrel, I believe, for U.S. So.
Have you seen the gas prices go up too? Yeah.
I think it's.
I never used to pay attention to gas prices.
Last time I looked for my car, it was $289 for.
You need premium, right?
Yeah, I need premium.
One of my friends was getting premium. It was somewhere in like northern Florida, and it was like almost $5 for premium.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm gonna get a moped.
Yeah, right.
My friend Romel, he lives in the Philippines. He got a fucking moped.
Tesla now.
Yeah, Tesla. Yeah, get on the waiting list for that.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is a beast.
He's moving. He took all of his shit out of California.
Yeah.
He wants to go to Texas. He's like, bye.
No.
Yeah, he went to Texas. Yeah, and he sold all his houses.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
I don't know why he did that. Why did he do that, Rob?
All his houses where in California?
He doesn't. Yeah.
He has like 30
sold
houses.
all of his real estate. Everything.
Really?
Yeah.
No, he's only got one
I didn't know
place.
that.
He said he wanted to be like more.
Less materialistic or something like that. I don't
He's
know.
on that genius shit.
Yeah.
Some lady I talked to the other day said that stuff, man. She's selling a $4 million house. She looked at me. She's like, I don't need this anymore. I said, it's nice. She's like, I just don't need it. She's downsizing like crazy.
Yeah.
It's a $4 million house going to like a $400,000 house. Like, that's a huge difference, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't need it and you don't have the
It's not like she's
parties
old.
and anything like
But you know what? People like that, they think ahead.
Yeah,
You know, and maybe she dumped it because she sees what the fuck's gonna.
Could
This
be.
fuck's gonna be in there for 4. Well, he's not gonna be. She's gonna be in there. And then
maybe
Pelosi.
Maybe she's like, yeah, dump it now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it had to be.
Crazy stuff though.
Yeah.
I don't know. Unbelievable. So what other plans do you got going on?
That's it. I mean, my starting the business and this Leukemia Lymphoma Society campaign. I mean, that's keeping me pretty busy, and just trying to see friends and family as much as possible.
Now, how has the COVID affected your business? Because you actually go to the business, right?
Yeah. I mean, not all the time. A lot of our, we get a lot of referrals over the phone. The client would send us a statement, if they're, it just depends on what they're calling for. But most of the time, I always like to go in and meet the owner. Like, I make all my clients friends,
Now, has COVID affected that? Where they don't want you in, or
No.
you have to wear a mask though?
Sometimes. Most of them don't give a shit.
That's cool.
Here in Florida, anyways, like clients that I had in, Chicago or New York or other places.
Now,
a little
if you have somebody that wants you in Chicago, you'll fly out there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you're countrywide.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. Yeah, I have to be.
Yeah.
I can't just limit myself to one place. I want to have houses in, a few places too. So
yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But now, do you do that Zoom at all?
Yeah, every day.
Really?
Every day.
How do you deal with that? I tried to do an interview on Zoom. Man, it was terrible.
It is what it is. At this point, yeah. I mean, it's convenient, yes. I whenever Zoom first started, I put on like full makeup and hair and full outfit and everything, and now it's just like I'll come on Zoom sometimes. I got ponytail, pajamas, or I just have a top on. You can't see anything else.
Our friend was in a court hearing, right? And he had just beat 2 of the 3. Mm-hmm. And he went to go beat the 3rd one, and the Zoom cut out, and they couldn't get it back on.
Did you see the lawyer yesterday?
No.
With the cat?
I did.
With
that
the
was
what?
hilarious.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
God, I wish I had my phone on.
All right, so
we gotta look that up.
Yeah, pull that up.
All right, I'll pull up you guys. But
tell me about it. Chelsea.
So it was a court hearing. It was a Zoom call, and there were 4 squares, and there on the bottom square you just see this cat. And they're like trying to talk to this guy, the lawyer, yeah. And he's like, I'm not the cat. I'm trying to get my assistant.
Get the fuck out of here. Is this it?
Yes.
Where's the volume? Hold on.
I believe you have a filter.
All right, hold on. Ready?
Yeah.
Mr. Ponton, I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings. You might want to.
We're trying to. Can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but
That's a pretty cute cat, actually.
I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
I'm not a cat.
I can see that. I think if you click the up arrow next to the.
It was hilarious. I was dying when I saw that.
That was.
So yeah, that's the best of Zoom.
Did that guy just say he's not a cat?
That's why I lost it. He goes,
Clearly.
I am not a cat. He's like,
whoa.
I can see that.
Man. And I thought I was losing my mind.
Yeah.
Shit.
I think his daughter, they said, was on the computer before, and she set up like a filter.
Blame it
was
on
a
the kids.
cat filter.
It was a cute cat.
Yeah.
I'm not really a cat person, but
I'll tell you what, though. People are probably calling that guy like crazy. You'll probably get some like T-shirts people will be making.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff.
Yes.
Definitely.
yeah, you can make
It'll
a T-shirt
be
with the cat.
trending now.
Yeah.
I'm not a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a cat. It'll be trending like crazy.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yep.
So what do you see happening in the next 6 months? You're into all this.
Okay, so disclaimer, I'm into it as much as I want to be. I'm not as affluent in the political scene as some of my friends are,
it will
because
drive me nuts.
they go down rabbit holes and conspiracy theories, and unless you can prove it to me, I'm not going to listen to it. Like you can tell me we have shape-shifting reptilians. No, the fuck we don't.
What the fuck is it? I heard about that. What the fuck is that?
I have no idea. And as soon as they said it, my brain just shuts off. I'm like, okay, I'm not listening to this.
What is it?
Look that up, Rob.
Yeah,
It's called like a. The fuck is it, Chelsea?
Shape-shifting reptilians. They're saying like people in power are like aliens or some shit. I honestly I don't give it enough energy to.
Yeah,
really
no,
know
I
about
heard
it.
it too. It's some
fucking
like
crazy.
like this can like and like I know there's like a dark state. But
Deep,
it's not
deep
like.
state.
But they're acting like it's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're eating babies and
Yeah, I got a great
drinking
question
blood.
for you. Great question. Do you think Epstein's alive? I ask all
I
kinds of
do.
people. Do you?
Yeah, I do. I
Damn.
absolutely
Finally,
do.
somebody who fucking agrees with me.
There you go.
Yep.
I think he is for sure.
Yeah, I do too.
And the reason why, this is when me and Sean got in. This is when me and him got into it, right?
Oh boy.
We got into it because he was like, "No, he's dead. The year there, they would have killed him." Listen, that guy was smart, right? You don't think he had like a little backup plan, like a box building to like a hill, that if something happened, he could just let it all out? Now they got the broad, but you don't think he was smart enough to have 10 broads behind that?
Yeah, right.
So what do you do? Whack him?
Yeah.
Okay, and then they let all the info out.
Mhm.
Wouldn't it be easier just to take him out of there,
Yeah.
put him in fucking, I don't know.
It was all just a show. I mean, we honestly, I mean, yes, that's another conspiracy theory, but I believe, everything is a show, and they're only going to let us know what they want us to know. So you kind of have to jump to your own conclusions with some things, but no, in this instance, I don't believe he's dead.
And here's the thing that I was going back and forth with him with. One, he went to MCC,
Mhm.
okay? And I know a little bit about this stuff.
Okay.
You don't put a guy like him in MCC. MCC is just a holdover
Mhm.
until they decide what prison you're going to go to. But no, they put organized crime people in there,
Mhm.
but they don't put Epstein in MCC because the
Yeah.
security isn't good enough, okay? Now, they did put him in there. Then they put him in solitary confinement,
Mhm.
but he had a roommate. Okay, now if you're in solitary confinement, which I have a friend that was there for a while,
Mhm.
and when you're in there, you're by yourself. That's
Yeah,
why it's called solitary
I was
confinement.
like,
Okay, so there's no way in hell that they're going to put him in solitary confinement
Mhm.
and him have a roommate, because that's not solitary confinement. That's called
Exactly.
protective custody.
yeah.
He was in solitary confinement, and on top of that, he would have been in the turtle suit. You know what the
Yeah.
turtle suit is?
No.
It's this little thing. You're butt naked, and it's just like it goes over your neck, and it just covers your
Junk.
your junk and your butt, and that's about it. And
Wow.
there's 50 cameras, and they watch you.
Sounds fun.
That's what I said. There are all cameras there too, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, those third shift guards, they don't give a
I mean,
fuck.
I've heard, there is actual, medical science out there that can make you look like exactly. I can go
Sure.
in and get a whole new face and look exactly like somebody else.
Sure,
We'll never know.
but to me,
Because
like
the
we
questions
go
were
by
raised
facts, right?
So, yeah, exactly. Because there was so much information and so much around it, they wanted you to believe one or the other.
Yeah,
And it's an opinion until it's a fact, and we won't know.
but we believe facts, and the
Mhm.
fact is, he knew a lot of shit,
Exactly.
and it would be
It's hard to
too
refute.
risky to
Mhm.
whack him
Yeah.
because he's too smart, and you don't know what he has on the back
Exactly.
burner.
Exactly.
So, there, to me, factually,
Mhm.
if I'm in that situation, I'm not going to whack him.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what his backup plan is, and I'm not testing a guy like him.
Yeah.
So I'm going to rip
that's
his
not to
ass
push
out.
that red button.
Yeah, I mean, just in case, you know.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
then they took the girl. I'm surprised. Well, you haven't heard from her. I'm surprised she's not dead. The girl,
His, Maxine was it?
was that his
I
wife?
remember.
I can't remember her name. Oh God, Maxine. Yeah, that's his wife, isn't it?
Okay, what the hell is this?
All right. It says.
Yeah, I'll turn it up. You can read it. Or Chelsea can read it. You don't want me reading it. I'll fuck it all
I'll go
up.
to the line here. The idea of reptilians was popularized by David Icke, a conspiracy theorist who claimed shape-shifting reptilian aliens.
Blow that up, Rob.
Yep. Let me switch it to there. There we go.
I'm saying zoom it.
Oh, I got it on that screen. It's on the. So
You-
we can see. Oh, you're saying zoom this.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got you.
A little bit bigger. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, that's perfect.
A conspiracy theorist who claims shape-shifting reptilian aliens control Earth by taking on human form and gaining political power to
What the
manipulate
fuck?
human societies.
Yeah.
Icke has stated on multiple occasions that many world leaders are possessed by so-called reptilians. So, yes, they are reptiles in human form,
Yeah.
and this is like watching a sci-fi movie.
What's this guy saying down here at Syracuse University? He's agreeing with this shit?
Pause. It's the idea that reptilian conspiracy into fiction.
Read it out loud, Rob, so we can all
The
hear
first
it.
appearance of serpent men in literature it's just talking about books that were written. I mean, this is like movies that people make, like things you watch in movies.
I mean, I'm not saying there's not aliens, but
Serpent men were described as humanoids with human bodies and snake heads who were able to imitate humans at will and who lived underground passages and used their shape-changing and mind-control abilities to infiltrate humanity.
They were saying like Lady Gaga is one of them.
Yeah, Lady Gaga, Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Wowzer.
Who else do we read, Rob? Oh shit, we read them all. Tom Hanks. I couldn't believe Lady Gaga. I was really shocked by that. She's an Italian broad too.
Listen, I loved her. I loved her darkness.
And she can sing. Yeah, she was cool because
she was sexy and dark. And then like now that I like am a little bit woke, I'm like, oh, fuck, she wore a dress made of meat, bro. Like
She's weird.
she is
She,
weird.
she
as
wore a
fuck.
dress made of meat.
Of meat.
No, she didn't.
Absolutely to one of these.
Show me that, Rob.
One
I
of these
don't-
award
what do you mean,
things.
meat?
Of meat.
Guys are
Look,
working
pull
it
it up.
Why the fuck would she wear a dress of meat?
It's something to do with one of these like conspiracy things, like
Like I believed Tom Hanks. I believed Bill Gates. I believed who the hell else was on there? There was a pile of them.
I can't think of him right now. It's just
Kevin Spacey,
Yeah.
but he was already in a bunch of shit.
look at this shit.
Let's go to this one. This looks like the best. I'll switch the camera.
Her shoes, everything.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro.
Show me a better picture of that. You're sure that's meat?
Yes, it says explains her meat dress. It's no disrespect.
Lady
I
explains
think it
her
was
meat
something
dress.
with like veganism or right, something like that. I think.
Clad in her red meat dress?
But it has like the agenda or whatever behind it.
That is disgusting.
Let's go see one more and see if we can find it.
That's real meat on her?
It's like dried like beef jerky. You know, beef jerky dries out.
Now, when you think walking around with that, you smell that for a while? There you go. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Wow, that is.
Down to the shoes. Look how they're like hoofs.
Oh, yeah. She was definitely on that airplane. That's for sure.
Look at that.
Wow. I never saw that.
Yeah.
That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Imagine how she smelled after she took that off.
So
She doesn't look like she smells very good just in general.
crazy.
I used to love her. Like her music.
look-
She has mutant lungs for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. I mean, no homo. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying no homo. She's a girl, but she's eating people and shit. Maybe who the fuck
Yeah.
knows? But the girl can sing,
Mm-hmm.
and I like that dark part too.
Yeah.
She was like dark, but then light, but she could hold a note.
Yeah, absolutely.
She got a little bit too much into that girl shit.
Yeah.
But you know,
It was sexy until like I realized like she's doing it for this like deep agenda or
Yeah.
dark agenda or whatever.
She was
But
in the movie with Bradley Cooper. I mean, it was like
yeah,
God,
A Star Is Born.
Star is Born. Good
Mhm.
movie.
Yeah.
and her whole family's Italian. Her dad's got to be wrong. Her dad must have read that. He probably wants to kill her himself.
Probably not. She's giving him enough money.
That's right. Money.
Money does a lot of things.
Money fixes all. Fucking wow! I never saw that one.
Yeah.
So you think Epstein's alive?
Yep.
Do you know anything about this MK Ultra thing?
Mm-mm.
Sean was trying to explain it to me. And I don't understand shit about
Yeah.
that.
I have no idea.
So
Never
was
even heard of
Brandon.
that.
I don't know what the fuck it is. What is MK
I don't
Ultra?
remember that. I don't remember that
MK Ultra.
Nah, Sean was trying to explain it, and I was completely
It's
lost.
another conspiracy.
Another conspiracy.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's one of those things like you're saying. There's no fact to it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Unless it's irrefutable, like, okay, you can't ignore it, but there are no hard facts. I'm like, okay, like maybe.
yeah.
But
What I will. But he did turn me on to that DuckDuckGo.
yeah,
And
I
when-
use that now.
And when you type in something in Google and then you type it in DuckDuckGo, completely different.
Yeah, that's the only browser I use.
That's
now.
when we saw them all. Tom Hanks,
Oh yeah.
Lady Gaga. I can't remember that. There was like we had the flight list. We had the fucking flight list.
Jay-Z,
We tried to get everything.
something. I don't know.
You know they were flying out of here.
No.
We have the flight list on there on the computer. We had a guy in here who I no longer like at all, but he had the flight list. I think it's in there.
What's
the
the
thing.
flight?
Like the flight list to Epstein's Island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they were
Yeah.
flying out of Palm Beach, and they would have like little code names. And then there was that one thing that they were talking about. I want your opinion on this one, where they were selling like lamps on
Oh,
fuck
for
was-
the people? Like
Yeah, like-
they were so high priced,
Yeah,
but you
like
get it and it's
Wayfair, right?
they were buying people.
Wayfair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
You're buying a
and
dresser.
it would be like item number 9754, but it'd be
Yeah.
like 13 grand.
Yeah. It's like a nightstand.
Yeah, but like now to
You
me
can
that's kind
bill.
of a fact.
Yeah.
How they're still running, I don't know.
Pay enough people off. look the other
It's
way.
all about the damn money.
And people are still going to use Wayfair because it's a easy source to get
Yeah.
their shit.
And there was somebody else involved in it. I don't know. It's just one thing after another.
If there's enough money, people will do a lot of things for money.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Um,
You give me $1 billion, I'm not sure what I would say no to.
Yeah. I mean,
I wouldn't eat somebody. There's
Yeah.
lines you can't cross.
now, do you think they're actually doing that?
Eating people?
Like taking the adrenaline out of them and eating them, or
I don't
doing
know.
whatever
They're
the
saying
fuck
like
they're
baby's
doing.
blood helps you look younger, longer because it helps like rebuild blood cells faster and it keeps your collagen. Like I don't fucking know.
Well, they got that one thing where they take the blood out,
Spin it, right?
they spin it, and then they put it back in you. It makes you all red.
They do that. They do that here.
Yeah.
You can do that every day.
Yeah. What's that called?
It's
It's
not
supposed to be-
oxygenation or something.
No,
I
it's-
don't remember what
It
is.
makes you all red when they put it
Mhm,
back in you. It's
mhm.
supposed to be really good for you.
I do that at Revive.
Yeah.
They take out like a whole bag of blood
Mhm.
and then mix it with oxygen or something and then they put
The
it right
pellets.
back in you.
Pellets. Is that what it's called? Pellets.
Platelets?
Platelets.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It like clears up the platelets.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Something like that.
What's his face do that?
Who?
He was big into it years ago, and now it became Rocky. It's
Oh,
called
yeah.
Rocky. Sylvester Stallone.
Oh,
I
well.
think he likes to.
I think he's on a lot of HGH too.
he's on a lot
Oh
of stuff.
hell yeah! But he looks good. He
He-
was at Mar-a-Lago the other night
Yeah,
for the
he's
Super
it.
Bowl.
Yeah.
He looks good still.
Yeah.
I'm like, how are you live?
A lot of HGH.
How old is he?
A lot of human
Yeah.
growth hormone. The exact amount of the
Yeah.
exact right amount of human growth hormone.
People
You won't fucking age a bit.
laughed
I
at
need
him.
to start
though.
on that train.
People laughed at him years ago when he came out and saying about HGH. Oh, it'll kill you. That's not good for you. Da da da. He's still looking good. Still
Still looks
kicking.
really good.
They all are. Okay, so look at Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Hasn't now he's fucking him with his hair. Hasn't really aged.
Yeah.
George Clooney.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love George Clooney.
He's got the best movies. When I was sitting on my couch staring at the wall,
Oceans.
I watched. Oh shit! You ever see the one when he's on the airplane with the girl? He's flying around. I'll send you the name of it. It's really good. I watched George Clooney, but he hasn't aged.
No.
Johnny Depp, who's a complete drug addict,
Oh hell
Oof.
yeah.
he cleans up and just kills it. Looks exactly the same.
Yeah. It's all
Um,
HGH.
Bradley Cooper
Mm-hmm.
hasn't aged. Jenny McCarthy hasn't
Yeah.
aged.
Jenny McCarthy. Oh,
She hasn't aged a bit.
oh my God.
You can get all the plastic surgery you want. She don't have one fucking wrinkle.
What about Jennifer Aniston? She still kind of looks the
Damn.
same,
Yeah.
She's banging that HGH.
Too. She still
Pamela
looks the same.
Anderson is still hot.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
saw her on. I don't know if she was on Rogan. She was on somewhere.
Yeah.
She hasn't aged a bit.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
hitting that HGH. I'm telling you.
I'm down. I'm totally gonna jump on that train.
Yeah.
Who out there? There's two more that look really, really young.
Oh.
Let's think of actors here. We got Brad Pitt, George Clooney, Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Cruz.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's a weirdo.
He's such a
He's a
weirdo.
Scientologist,
yeah, I was
right?
gonna say.
Yeah.
The whole alien thing.
What is that? Do you know what that is?
It's just the belief that aliens are God. I really don't know.
Yeah. Something.
Some crazy
Yeah.
ass shit.
Aliens are, we came from aliens is basically what it is. Which, I mean, if you don't understand something and it's foreign, they call it an alien anyway, so.
I mean, I guess it's possible, but I don't know about,
If you want to get
doing
down
all
to
the
it.
crazy stuff that they
Yeah.
do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know there's one more. It's going to drive me nuts. I have to think of it before I let you promote your shit. Tom Cruise. Give me another one, Rob. There's one more. Really good actor. You know who it is? He's aged a tiny bit, but he's got the genetics. Morgan Freeman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's always looked the same. There's
Yeah.
a picture
Yeah.
on social media.
Yeah.
Like Morgan Freeman from.
You know what I'm
30
thinking
years
of? Who played the coke guy? Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
Hasn't aged a bit.
True.
So what happened to
The
The Rock? Something happened to The Rock.
I don't know. What happened to him?
I
I
think
love
he,
him. Wait, what happened?
I think he got COVID.
Oh, well, he'll live.
I
He's
think-
a
I
fucking
thi-
rock.
Yeah, it's huge. I think that's where he got sick or something happened to
I
him.
watched a documentary on
I
his
hope he's
family.
okay.
Those
He's an
Samoans,
amazing human,
those
too.
guys are just. He's massive.
Yeah.
He's massive.
I need to find a Samoan.
Do you like Vin Diesel?
Yeah. I liked his voice more than him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched The Boiler Room because this
haven't seen
asshole that I hate now. I watched it just to see what it was. And I saw him then, back then. It was like 90-something. He's skinny, not big. Then you look at him now. He was hitting a lot of them needles. He's a big boy now.
He was good. He was always good in the Fast and the Furious.
Who's your favorite actor?
I think Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
He's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need a
He is
funny
funny.
guy.
He's
Yeah.
funny as hell.
George Clooney for my serious actor.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds, he's funny
Yeah.
as fuck.
Yeah. Deadpool is like my favorite funny movie, but Goodfellas is my favorite serious movie.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
You ever see Donnie Brasco?
Mm-mm.
You never saw Donnie Brasco?
No.
Oh my God!
Oh.
Oh, don't!
Tell
Oh,
me that.
oh, you didn't watch Donnie Brasco?
No.
How about The Bronx Tale?
I've seen The Bronx Tale.
Well, at least you saw that. You got to watch Donnie Brasco.
Okay.
Oh my God!
So okay, I guess it's a good one if you're.
I'll help you out if you watch Donnie Brasco.
Okay.
But
All right.
I
I'll
want
watch
the
it.
words.
All right. I'll watch it. Oh, Amazon Prime that tonight.
Okay, so who do you think? Who's your hottest actor? Top 3 hottest actors.
I think Ryan Reynolds is my dude.
Well, okay.
I don't know.
What was the movie? I keep asking questions that are tough. what was the real funny movie? He's like
Deadpool.
no, that's not
No.
funny. No, the one. Well, it's
Deadpool is hilarious.
it's the one. It's like Christmas time, and he's like jumping in the house and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Ah, fuck it. I don't know.
Grinch?
No, not the Grinch. Nah, it's funny as fuck. Go to Ryan Reynolds movies. You have to see
I
this.
probably have.
You will die. I've watched it 100 times and I laugh every time I watch it.
The Bodyguard's hilarious. Selfless is good.
No. Yeah. No. It's older. We're gonna find it. Chelsea. The Proposal was pretty good. Just Friends.
Oh yeah, that movie's hilarious.
Yeah, play the trailer. Yeah, dude, you'll die.
This is hilarious. I do like this one.
2 minutes. This is fun. You've seen this, right?
Yes, I've seen it.
I love my life. You're awesome. Those are awesome.
Music producer Chris Brander has it all.
I saw you flirting with me out there. How did you do that to your boyfriend?
We're just friends.
But in high school, things were a little different.
You mean more to me than anyone in this whole world.
Really?
I love you, Chris. Like a brother. We're friends, right?
That's happening. I totally did that.
Oh my God!
Years later, touring with the world's hottest pop star
Then he gets all good looking.
will take him home
I never
for
saw
the
this.
holidays.
Hi, Mom. This is my brother Mike. You're hot.
I know.
Now, when he sees the girl he never forgot,
Jamie?
he's going to get a second chance
Oh my God, I can put my arms around you.
to win his first love.
Wow, Chris.
Jamie Palomino.
But it's going to be a lot harder
We're gonna be more than just friends.
Mom,
they need my skates to show off my talent.
You're a lot better than before.
than he ever thought.
I'm sorry, okay?
Oh, Jesus.
Don't worry, Chris, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Jamie Palomino.
Dusty Dinkelman?
I can't compete with this guy. You see him play that guitar? It's like he has 15 fingers.
Nice outfit, by the way. Rock and roll.
That is so cute. I just want to eat you both
You want
I have a
some
girlfriend like her.
Dude, you gotta watch this, bro.
Never saw it. Yeah, never
It's
saw it.
hilarious.
Oh, it is so funny.
That looks like I like comedies. I like Tommy Boy's my favorite of all time.
Tommy Boy?
Chris Farley, Tommy Boy, man, can't beat
Yeah,
that
that's a
movie.
shame. You gotta watch Just Friends.
I'll watch that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ryan Reynolds, The Rock. I've always loved The Rock.
Why?
I
he's
even
so
watched.
he's so big.
Yeah, but he
You-
can
you
be
like huge
serious
guys?
and he can be funny. I like when a guy can just be a guy. You know, they're not like trying to be too.
But do you think he's
serious.
good looking though?
Yeah, of course.
The Rock?
Yeah.
What do you think? Mike Tyson's good looking too?
No.
The tattoo did it in his face.
Yeah, the face, I'm not, no. Shit. Who else? I don't know. I gotta see like a list of actors. I don't know.
Johnny Depp.
Nah.
Bradley Cooper?
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
Who's the actor that every girl in the world thinks is hot? Well, Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, not so much anymore.
Nah, he fucked
He
up
used
his
to be.
hair.
Yeah.
You ever seen Meet Joe Black?
Yes. He was good in
was a
that
great
one.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About Justin Bieber. I know that's not an actor, but
No.
no Bieber, not a Bieber. Some women love Bieber, man.
Favorite singer? Who's your favorite singer? I'm fucking you up.
She's like, I didn't know.
We're just hanging out.
I wasn't expecting
no
this.
idea.
We're just having fun.
She's
You know
like,
what I mean?
shit.
I have no idea. I don't know. I like house music, so that's not really a singer.
Yeah, it's more.
I like
a
Rufus beat.
Du
Soul. Like,
yeah, I know who they are.
Always walk into my house and tell Alexa to turn it on.
Yeah. I don't trust Alexis.
I have one in every room.
Doesn't it worry though?
You got a phone that's right there listening to your shit. You got computers.
All right, you're right. You win. I lose.
I
why even tried to fight with a woman I don't even know?
I just convinced Sean, the conspiracy theory friend of mine, he has an Alexa now in his house.
Whoa.
Sean has an Alexis in his house? Oh, boy.
Yeah, so if I can convince him.
Mr. Worried about everything. Wait till I won't rat you out.
Oh,
I won't. Wow, can you believe that?
No, I want to guess that with. No.
I mean, it doesn't matter. You have two cell phones.
Yeah, I do. But for Sean, though, he was worried about, jaywalking. that they're going to come blast him because he made a post.
Well, there's cameras everywhere. I mean, you walk out of this building, you're being recorded.
Yeah, you're not. If they want to find you, they're going to find you.
Yeah, and like we were saying, I think all this Google shit. They're just building AI.
Yeah,
that's all they're doing.
Absolutely.
They're following everything you do.
AI is the definite future for everything.
It's
good, but it's scary.
Are you scared of it?
In some ways.
Well, I think Musk. Oh, would you get that chip?
The Neuralink?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't maybe.
We were talking.
They're talking about like you'll be able to have a conversation without even opening your mouth.
Well, you'll be as like fast as a computer.
Yeah.
But the good thing about it is like if you have Alzheimer's or if maybe even ovarian, that little fucking wire will go right to that spot. And
exactly. Spinal injuries, people will be able to walk again. Supposedly.
Like in that cases, I'd be like, okay, but man, I don't know.
It's like taking that pill, that Limitless pill or whatever.
Yeah, it's called modafinil.
I've heard. Can women take that too?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that. I thought it was a guy thing.
You have to have a prescription for it, for the record.
Okay.
But it does the job.
Yeah?
Yeah, women can take it.
I haven't heard that. I thought it was like a guy thing.
No, women can take it. It's been around forever.
Yeah.
1956 it came out. They gave it to pilots. So nobody's ever overdosed. You can't get addicted to it.
What?
To this day, they don't quite know how it works.
Yeah.
To this day.
I took Adderall for a little bit. I actually needed it.
So
really bad.
Adderall is, but you get like shitty kind of feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that without the shitty feeling. No shitty feeling. You take it. It wears off. It's over.
I'm gonna have to talk to my doctor.
Yeah. It's not. You don't get the punch like you do with Adderall, but you get the.
I don't need the punch.
Concentration.
Yes.
You get the euphoria.
Mm-hmm.
You get the motivation. You get like people with social anxiety takes that away.
I have that.
You take that with some caffeine. Boom.
Yeah. A lot of people think I'm like this social butterfly, but like. Put me in a room of a bunch of people. I'm like, no, I'm not talking to anybody. I'm an observer all day.
You take a modafinil with some caffeine, you'll be talking to people, and very highly intelligently.
All
right, Rob?
All right, I need to find this stat.
What makes you stop talking? My wife would want me to stop talking. What would that be? I talk too much.
That's called a tranquilizer.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Yeah. But she's probably allowed to talk, though, right?
She's allowed to talk.
Yeah. But you can't talk. Yeah. I don't know. Just take a shot of lithium or something. So is there anything you want to promote? Put the Zelly thing up.
I'm gonna pull that back up.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh yeah, and you were saying April 21st, right?
For the show.
Yeah.
April 17th. There's an event. It's Wings, Wheels, and Fashion. It's a huge event. It's at an airplane hangar. It's the third year that they're doing it now. It's on Eventbrite right now. I think it's you just type in third WWF or something like that. I'll get the link and we can share it later. But a portion of the proceeds from that event will also go to my campaign as well.
What made you call it that?
I mean, I didn't call it that. This is the third year they're doing it.
Oh, it's just
I just knew the right people.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, as you had said before, you can Zelle it and you can write it off.
Yes. And
And
then I'll
it goes straight to the families and children.
Absolutely.
There's no
they're extremely
dirty
black
shit.
and white. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
extremely black and white of where all the donations go. It goes straight to LLS. And
Now, are you concerned that this COVID thing or this Biden might push this back?
no,
No, you don't think so?
no.
Well, we're in Florida.
I mean,
DeSantis ain't gonna listen to
even
him.
last year, they still did the campaign for LLS. They raised,
did they?
yeah, like the donor in this area raised like $200,000, even in like the height of the pandemic. So
Wow.
I'm not really worried about. I mean, 200,000 is my goal for this year, just for myself alone too. But yeah, no, I don't think it's going to be affected.
Now, again, I know I already asked you, but what exactly does this go to?
It goes
in detail.
So when families go through this, like, yes, insurance will cover
When they go through what?
treatment.
Treatment, okay.
But the families are affected because, you know, the parents have to stay home with the children and, you know, bills still have to be paid. Like, life doesn't stop just because you're sick. So it goes to aid those families so that they're not displaced from their homes, so that they can continue to live. Because, I mean, I know I did, like I said, I didn't have LLS, but when I went through my cancer, I had to quit working. And I actually started a business then too, but that's beside the point, because of it, just because I couldn't work in an office. But I didn't have the support or know anything like this. So that's why I kind of was like, I have to be a part of this because I can see what it does. Like I was at risk for losing my house, my cars, my like everything. And thankfully I was smart enough to be able to pull myself out of that. But when you're going through it and you don't have the support, you're screwed. So
how
the
often
money
do you have
goes
to get
that.
checked now?
Well, right now I'm at every 6 months.
Every 6 months,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Before
it
my
was
mom,
like
my mom was
1,
like that too. Every
3.
6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you go.
Yeah.
Because as long as they catch it early, you'll be
yeah,
all right.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah, I'm very conscious.
Yeah.
of-
So we'll donate there, and they can send it now, right? And it goes to you, and then you handle it from there.
Yeah, whenever
Yeah.
whenever the donation is actually open, then I can transfer that over to my funding page.
But you can get Zelles now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
and as long as they put in their LLS or Woman of the Year, however they're donating it, that way I know it's.
That's
for
got
a
to feel
specific
good, Woman
purpose.
of the Year.
Yeah,
That's a pretty nice.
I want to
that's
get like the National Woman of the Year title.
Why don't
like,
you get like a little trophy made that says it?
I need it. I
Yeah,
need
you should.
something.
That'd
Yeah.
be cool, right?
Yeah.
You can look at it and you can remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just a candidate right now. I'm not the Woman of the Year, but
You'll get there.
I want to be it. So.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
When you want something, you keep working, you can get it.
Yep, exactly.
You know?
And
Just-
luckily, I've surrounded myself with the right people, I
Yeah.
believe. So,
Yeah, just watch them.
yep,
Watch them.
always.
A lot of them are snakes.
Yeah.
You know.
I've learned that the hard way. a
All right,
few
so I'll
times.
put all that in the description for you.
Yes,
And
thank you.
thank you very much for your time, and I hope
Thank
you come
you.
back and you
Yeah.
can fill me in on what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
I hope you had fun. I know it was a little bit different than you probably thought, but
A few months from now, and the world is still a raging dumpster fire, I'll still be
yeah,
back.
I'll get you a car to bring in when they take
Yeah.
a car, and
Right.
they take my
Yeah.
cars when
Oh
I
my
want
God.
to.
They come beating
And
down
me,
my
me and
door
Rob
again.
are together on a moped so we can get to work. I'm on the back because they took our cars. yeah,
I
like
wish you
Dumb and
guys had
Dumber.
matching pink
Yeah.
helmets. It'll be great.
Yeah, I'll be like a Wendy Dow, like what they put on a fucking cow hat on him and shit, or a dog hat.
God.
All right,
Yeah.
well, thank you so much for
Yeah,
coming
no,
in. I
thank
appreciate
you.
it.